Yo, what's up guys? Today we're diving into something that could save your future. We're talking about expat regrets. Those moments when moving abroad turns into a nightmare. What if the paradise you dreamed of is actually a trap? We're exposing 10 countries where expats have faced serious challenges and regrets. Watch this before you book that one-way ticket. First up, let's talk about China, a country that's both a land of booming cities and ancient history, where the old and the new collide in fascinating, sometimes bewildering ways. From the neon-lit skyscrapers of Shanghai to the timeless stones of the Great Wall, China is a place that promises adventure, opportunity, and a chance to experience a culture unlike any other. But beneath the surface, there are challenges that can catch even the most seasoned traveler off guard. Sure, there are opportunities here. China's economy is massive, and for many, it's a place to chase big dreams. But the language barrier is a massive hurdle. Mandarin is one of the hardest languages in the world to learn, and even basic tasks can become daunting if you don't speak it. Imagine stepping out onto the street, surrounded by signs and conversations you can't understand, and suddenly realizing how isolating that can feel. Imagine struggling to order food at a local restaurant, pointing at pictures on a menu and hoping you get what you think you ordered. Even something as simple as buying groceries or asking for directions can turn into a mini-adventure or a major frustration when you can't communicate. And it's not just about food. Having a basic conversation with a neighbor, a coworker, or even a taxi driver can be a real challenge. Misunderstandings are common, and it can take months, even years, to feel comfortable with the language. For many expats, this constant communication barrier can make daily life feel like an uphill battle. Then there's the environment. Pollution in some Chinese cities is off the charts, with smog so thick it can block out the sun for days. Air quality is a serious concern, especially if you have kids or respiratory issues. Many people wear masks just to get through the day, and it's not uncommon to check air quality apps before deciding whether to go outside. Over time, this can seriously affect your health and your overall quality of life. The culture shock is real, and it goes far beyond just language. Social customs, traditions, and even the way people interact can be completely different from what you're used to. From the way people greet each other, to dining etiquette, to the importance of saving face, there's a lot to learn, and it can be overwhelming. Relationships, both personal and professional, often follow unspoken rules that take time to understand. Many expats find themselves feeling isolated, missing home, and struggling to build a new support network. The excitement of living abroad can quickly give way to loneliness, especially if you're far from family and friends. It's not uncommon to feel like an outsider, no matter how long you stay. Visa struggles are another headache that can't be ignored. In China, your right to stay is often tied directly to your job. Lose your job and you could lose your visa, sometimes with very little notice. The paperwork can be confusing, the rules change frequently, and the process can be stressful and time-consuming. Even if you manage to secure a visa, it's usually tied to your employer, which means your freedom to change jobs or even take a break is limited. This can make you feel trapped, especially if your work situation changes or you're not happy with your employer. It's a system that can leave you feeling vulnerable and uncertain about your future. Life in China's big cities is fast-paced and relentless. The hustle never stops, and it can be overwhelming if you're not prepared for it. The pressure to keep up, adapt, and succeed is real, and it's not for everyone. Some people thrive in this environment, but others find it exhausting and stressful. So, before you pack your bags and make the leap, think twice. China offers incredible experiences and opportunities, but it also comes with real challenges. It's a place that demands resilience, adaptability, and an open mind. If you're up for the adventure, it could change your life, but it's not a decision to take lightly. Next, Brazil samba, sunshine, and crime. Beautiful beaches and vibrant culture, but high crime rates are a real threat. Economic instability means inflation and unemployment are common. Bureaucracy is legendary, endless paperwork and long waits. Many expats find the challenges overwhelming. Brazil's dream can quickly turn into a struggle. When you think of Russia, what comes to mind? For many, it's a land of breathtaking architecture, centuries-old traditions, and of course those legendary bone-chilling winters. The sight of Red Square blanketed in snow is undeniably magical, but beneath the postcard-perfect scenes lies a country that can be as challenging as it is beautiful. Russia's history is rich and complex, woven into every street and building, But living here is not for the faint of heart. One of the first hurdles you'll face is the language. Russian is notoriously difficult for outsiders, with its unfamiliar alphabet and tongue-twisting pronunciation. Even simple tasks like ordering food or asking for directions can feel like decoding a secret message. Many expats spend months, even years, trying to master the basics, and the process can be isolating. If you're not prepared to put in the effort, the language barrier can quickly become a wall. Beyond the language, cultural differences run deep. Russian society has its own set of unspoken rules and traditions, from how to greet someone to what's considered polite at the dinner table. It's easy to feel like an outsider, especially when you're not sure if you're making a social faux pas. The sense of being out of place can be overwhelming, and it takes time and patience to truly feel at home. Then there's the political climate. Russia's politics are often unpredictable, with sudden changes that can affect daily life in unexpected ways. Protests, shifting regulations, and a general sense of uncertainty can add a layer of stress to your experience. For newcomers, keeping up with the news and understanding the local perspective is essential, but it can also be daunting. Of course, the weather is legendary for a reason. Winters in Russia are not just cold, they're relentless. Temperatures can plunge far below zero, snow piles up for months, and sunlight becomes a rare luxury. Everyday tasks like commuting or shopping for groceries turn into endurance tests. If you're not ready for months of snow and ice, the climate alone can be a deal-breaker. The deep freeze isn't just a figure of speech, it's a way of life. From frozen sidewalks to icy winds that cut through even the thickest coats, winter shapes every aspect of daily living. If you're not mentally and physically prepared, it can be a shock to the system. But the challenges don't stop with the weather. Everyday life in Russia can be tough, from navigating bureaucracy to finding familiar comforts. Simple things like setting up a bank account or getting internet installed can turn into complicated adventures. It's a test of patience and adaptability. Russia is famous for its rich culture, borscht, ballet, matryoshka dolls, and more. But daily life is far more complex than these iconic images suggest. There's a vibrant, sometimes chaotic energy to Russian cities, and a deep sense of tradition that shapes everything from art to daily routines. Adapting to life in Russia means embracing a world that's often unfamiliar, sometimes challenging but always fascinating. If you're ready for adventure, open to new experiences, and willing to learn, Russia can be a place of incredible growth. But be prepared. It's a journey that will test your resilience and change the way you see the world. India, vibrant, chaotic, and unforgettable. The poverty can be shocking for many expats. Pollution in major cities is a serious health risk. Navigating the complex social structure isn't easy. The sensory overload is real and daily life can be exhausting. India is amazing, but it's not for the faint of heart. Be ready for a wild ride. Saudi Arabia, high salaries, strict laws. The luxurious lifestyle comes at the cost of personal freedom. Strict Islamic law governs everything from dress to social life. Women face significant restrictions and need permission for basic things. Freedom of speech? Forget it. If you value personal freedom, Saudi Arabia may not be for you. Know the rules before you go. South Africa, breathtaking beauty but stark contrasts. Crime rates are high, especially in big cities. Poverty and inequality are everywhere. Political tensions and racial issues still linger. The country's history shapes daily life. South Africa is stunning, but it's not for the naive. Be prepared for the realities on the ground. Italy, pasta, romance, and endless bureaucracy. Red tape is everywhere, from visas to bank accounts. The job market is tough and salaries are low. Competition for work is fierce. The slower pace of life isn't for everyone. Italy is beautiful, but it comes with challenges. Don't expect all sunshine and gelato. France, croissants, romance, and a tough language barrier. Speaking French is essential, especially outside tourist spots. Cultural differences can feel harsh to newcomers. The work culture is demanding despite generous vacation time. France is rich in culture, but it's not for everyone. Embrace the language and traditions if you want to fit in. Japan, futuristic, traditional, and full of social pressures. Conformity is key and fitting in is a must. The work culture is intense, with long hours expected. The language barrier remains, even with English taught in schools. Adapting to social norms is challenging. Japan is fascinating, but it's not for everyone. Be ready to adapt or risk feeling isolated. The UK history, culture, and Brexit blues. Political uncertainty and economic volatility are real issues. The cost of living is high, especially in London. The weather is famously gloomy. The UK has its perks, but it's not all tea and crumpets. Prepare for challenges if you make the move. It's not as easy as it looks. There you have it. 10 countries where expat dreams can crash and burn. Each destination on this list might look like paradise on the surface, but as we've seen, the reality can be far more complicated. From unexpected bureaucracy and language barriers to cultural shocks and financial hurdles, moving abroad is never as simple as packing your bags and hopping on a plane. It's a journey filled with both excitement and uncertainty, and it's crucial to be prepared for the challenges that might come your way. Don't let the dream blind you to the reality. It's easy to get swept up in glossy travel photos and stories of adventure, but remember, every country has its own set of challenges for newcomers. Whether it's strict visa requirements, high cost of living, or simply feeling homesick, these are real issues that can affect anyone. Take a moment to reflect on what you truly want from your expat experience, and weigh the pros and cons carefully before making any big decisions. Do your research, talk to real expats, and know the risks. Reach out to people who have already made the move and ask them about their experiences, the good, the bad, and the unexpected. Join online communities, read blogs, and watch videos to get a sense of what daily life is really like. The more information you gather, the better equipped you'll be to make an informed decision that's right for you and your family. Moving abroad is a huge decision. Be smart about it. It's not just about chasing a dream, it's about building a new life in a place that may be very different from what you're used to. Take your time, plan thoroughly, and make sure you're ready for both the highs and the lows. Remember, preparation is key to turning your expat adventure into a success story rather than a cautionary tale. Would you move to any of these countries? Or do you have your sights set on a different destination? Share your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips, insights, and real talk about life abroad. Your next adventure could be just around the corner.